Hey everybody, the other day I was building on top of an inaccessible cliff on Hassan when someone spawned into the base and asked me, how did you get up here? So I thought I would just show you how to build on some of these inaccessible cliffs on Hassan. The first thing you want to do is equip your ant with the turbo utility. You don't have to upgrade it, just make sure it's equipped. If you upgrade it, it only improves the efficiency, which is relatively unimportant for what we're going to do. So then you pick a cliff like I've done here, and it has to have a fairly smooth transition. The more bumps and the more uneven terrain, the more difficult it's going to be to turbo up these hills. So basically all you have to do is start right about here, go forward, and once you get past the transition, you're going to hold down the shift key or your turbo key, whichever that is for you. And you're going to let off near the top, and there you go. And we just climbed about 200 meters of elevation. Very, very quickly, very easily with the ant. 150 meters or so. And this is the base I built up here. So just to give you an idea of what you can fit on top of some of these cliffs. I really like it when they have trees and rocks on top of them. If you look at Hassan, let's take a quick look at the map. You'll see a lot of plateaus. There's a lot of hilltops you can build on, and I prefer the ones with foliage because it can conceal your base a little better. It also makes it more difficult for aircraft to target your base structures, and it just kind of looks cooler too, I guess, overall. One thing you want to do is make sure that the cliff top you're on has enough room to build an effective base. I mean, having a cliff top base is great, but if they can't spawn vehicles, there's not a safe route to go down, or it's really easy to infiltrate because maybe one side of the cliff has is not as steep as the others. You want to make sure that it's a very difficult cliff for harassers to get up, because harassers have turbo and their ability to get up things is pretty well known. But this cliff in particular is one of my favorites. It does have this little rock outcropping. I'll just show you where I put my routing spire pad. So I usually have that somewhere up here, and this allows me to spawn and get the high ground if I have to. Sometimes I'll put it on the tower, just depends what's going on. There's the vehicle air terminal, that is, and then on the other side you can see I have the vehicle terminal. But the view is pretty amazing. I mean, from the peak here you can see Gorney Dam. You can really see a lot of the surrounding structures. So if you're sick of building bases and you want to try something new, go ahead and equip an ant with the turbo utility and fill it up and try to build a base on top of a hill. Just make sure you don't let your silo get low like mine is. You want to make sure, at first if it was me, I would just build the silo and that's about it, and I would fill the silo, then build the base. And other than that, it's just a matter of getting down once you've gotten up here. Now in my case, just to show you how easy it is to get down, I'll probably flip now that I said that. You can just go right down this hill right here. You just go right on down, just take it easy, use your brakes a little bit, and there you go. Pretty straightforward. So once again, getting back up the hill, because I do have to fill that silo, we're going to go ahead and start the transition. We're going to hit turbo right about now, and then we're going to let off now. That gives us just enough to get up the hill. We don't want to go flying over, because you can get enough speed to fly over the base even. And that's it. So try building your own base. I'll see you in the next video.